Hi, this is Bob Kamm. My new collection of poems and other musings entitled Gazing will be out by the end of this week. And I thought it was a good time for me to share with you the answer to a question that I get asked fairly frequently, which is, why did you become a poet? Why poetry? So as I think about this, I think the best response really is in a poem that I wrote. And it first appeared in Lyric Heart in 2007. I've done a small but to me important refinement on this poem, and so I decided to include it in Gazing in the childhood section. And so here it is, the poem, A Beginning. I was younger than the word, seated at the end of a world-long table. My father mightily at the opposite end, intoning. His voice, water running along the curb after my first summer rain. I became a stick and set myself on it, able only to ride its royal until my mind awoke to a magic it hadn't known and began whittling words from the flow as if the water itself had become a stick, a thick, long, beautiful branch, soft as my mother's face and firm as her leg, yielding to my new blade so that suddenly I could see emerging from the door of my father's mouth carvings of sounds that may well have had other shapes and meanings, but to me were the red berries on the bush I would one day know as pyracantha, and flowers I would one day know as roses, forsythia, peonies, and pansies. Still others, a fierce flock of blackbirds tearing the air above the world-long table, followed by footprints in snow, then leaves green answering wind, then clouds high, ash paw prints on a lavender sky, and moon-filled drips from the ice-clawed gutters, and flames in my head that drove me across the watery room and down the nighttime hallway into my mother's arms. All these, form, feel, and color, bursting in my father's voice as flecks of bark and shredded rings of life. The red ball my brother slapped against the back steps, the rusty red dog that leapt from the neighbor's front steps, the turning of the maple seed as it wound its way to the ground. No words shared yet, but in my new arising, a simple declaration. This was the world for me, to whittle as fast as I could, small slices of wood from what had just been water.